Hey guys, what's up? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about why I believe and why possibly others believe that XDefiant will succeed and why we're looking forward to it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to talk about that in a way that I haven't really talked about it on any one of my other videos before, because I think about this subject quite a lot, and it came to me yesterday, when I was out in the car about to go grocery shopping at night yesterday, believe it or not. So sometimes it's like, hey, I never really talked about it like this before, and that's what we're going to do here today. As well as I also wanted to give something else as well. I wanted to basically prove that the hype for XDefiant actually is not dead, right? Or that, the hype is gone and people have left the hype train. This is actually, in my opinion, not the case. And I'm going to start out with that before we get into the meat and potatoes, as as Blame Truth would like to say. And that is this channel. There's one way, one of the biggest pieces of proof is this channel. Before I started making XDefiant videos, this channel was dead. I'm not gonna lie, this channel was dead, and I never really expected it to come back, really, and nor was I planning for such a thing at all. For the longest time, for like 6.5 years, I made Call of Duty videos, and then that became stale because of the negativity surrounding the game, and I was making negative video after negative video, and it just wore me down. It wore my viewers down to the point where I said, I'm out. I'm not doing it anymore. And then I would kind of come back and maybe, make a few videos here and there, but for the most part, that was it, right? I was pretty much done. So at about 1.6 something subscribers, or 1.6K something subscribers, the channel pretty much died. And then I just started doing all sorts of other random content. I would play all sorts of different games. I would stream them from time to time. I did, all sorts of different stuff. And then the XDefiant beta, or XDefiant, starts to, it officially gets revealed, and then the beta comes out. And I start making videos on that, and then out of nowhere, like within just a few videos or something like that, the channel gets resurrected, like legitimately resurrected. And I was like, what in the world is going on? And the answer to that question is the fact that the XDefiant community, or should I say the first-person shooter community, both Call of Duty and non-Call of Duty alike, are interested in this game. Everybody's interested in this game, and everybody's excited about this game, and everybody is still hyped for this game. Now, if you need proof, all you have to do is search my channel and look at the views and stuff like that. I will be the first to tell you that this channel was dead. I will be the first to tell you that it is literally like a blessing from you guys that this channel is alive right now and doing the way it's doing. And that's the biggest proof. And to top it all off, another piece of proof is that yesterday I also looked up some XDefiant videos from that other people have been making, and some of these guys are even smaller than I am, which is hard to believe. And I can't believe I'm saying that out loud, because I've always been the smallest channel. I've always been the channel that would make consistent videos but not get too many views. I mean, I did have some traction in Black Ops 4, but then that was the initial time when I first put everything down because of reasons I've already explained. But regardless, like I was always that guy that would make videos, and there wouldn't be too much traction going on, but I did it. I had fun doing it at the time, and it was fine. It's like no big deal, right? But then all of a sudden, when I start making XDefiant videos within just a few days or something like that of a couple of uploads here and there, like all of a sudden subscriptions are coming in out of nowhere, views are coming in out of nowhere, getting comments, getting likes and stuff like that. And believe it or not, it's nothing with what I did. I mean, all I did was what I usually did over the last few years, and that was just making videos the way I always made them, did my commentary, speaking the way I always spoke, and uploading the videos. That's pretty much it. And the reason why my channel had this kind of traction is obviously because of your blessing, of course, you the viewers, and the reason why is because you guys are interested in XDefiant. You guys are hyped for XDefiant. You guys are searching things up on YouTube for XDefiant. And the thing is this, like we're the minority I still like to think we're the minority of the entire XDefiant community, because the majority of people are just interested, but they're not going out of their way to necessarily tweet about it all that much, or to post things on social media about it all that much, or look it up on YouTube. At least not for now. You know, when the game comes out, I think there's going to be even more traction, because people are going to be searching stuff about the game. People are going to be wondering, like, you know, first impressions, reviews. They're going to want to know what a few of the good guns are, you know, a few classes here and there, you know, all that stuff. So when that game comes out, it's going to have even more traction. But ultimately, that right there, you know, my channel being resurrected, as well as other channels out there that are smaller than me getting a good amount of views, especially when you look at, you know, view to sub ratio. I mean, it is amazing. And the proof is right there. It's because people are legitimately interested. So the hype is not dead. The hype is very, very much alive. And of course, the big reason why people are hyped for the game, right? We know they're hyped, but why are they hyped, right? Why are people hyped for XDefiant? I'll tell you why. And that's because for the first time in years, we're going to be getting a truly organic experience with a multiplayer first-person shooter game, let alone an arcade first-person shooter game that is not titled Call of Duty as well, but made by former Call of Duty devs that happen to be transparent and that play their game and that know what the community wants and understands how to make it. You combine those things together, I mean, people are going to get hyped, right? And of course, we've already had the 2 betas and stuff like that. So, because back in the days of Halo 2, we've had an organic experience with the matchmaking when it comes to Halo 2, right? So we're going to get something similar to that in, you know, I almost said in the year 2023, but the game's not coming out till 2024. We're going to get a similar experience like that in the beginning of 2024. And that's something that, to a certain extent, is kind of hard to believe, because when you look at so many other games out there, there's a form of skill-based matchmaking in every single kind of shooter out there today. Or should I say the vast majority of shooters out there today. The only game that I could think of that actually doesn't have it is in Overwatch, or should I say Overwatch 2? Maybe both of them. If you go on to Quick Play, there's no skill-based matchmaking to my knowledge, because I was able to get a gameplay that I posted not too long ago to where I went flawless. Like, I didn't die once, and I went like on a 25 or 30 kill streak or something like that, and it's insane. So that was proof right there, and I hardly play Overwatch, so that says it all. So to have a public match like that is incredible. I think even Master Chief Collection might have a much more lenient or no skill-based matchmaking when it comes to social, I think. But again, there's a very small percentage of these games, right, that don't feature that. And we're going to get a new game coming up that does not feature that either. So if you think about it, the lack of this algorithm for, you know, multiplayer casual gaming is what's going to help this game succeed, and why people are so hyped for it, because it's going to give us a more organic experience. And the game needs an anti-cheat. That's like the 1-2 punch that needs to happen at the same time, right? Is like, you got to have a good matchmaking algorithm, great. And of course, the servers are being upgraded, okay. But you also need to have a good anti-cheat, because if a cheating situation gets out of control, what ends up happening is it's going to ruin the rest of the game for you. I mean, it would even ruin it for me, to be honest. You know, it's very it's just one of those things that that the game and the developers are going to have to constantly deal with. So that's the 1-2 punch right there. And a lot of people know this, and it's been more known now more than ever, because so many content creators have made topics discussing this when it comes to skill-based matchmaking or engagement optimized matchmaking and all that stuff. I've seen people make hour-long videos, if not close to hour-long videos, about the subject, and they go in depth, so that way people that don't quite understand what the big fuss is about, or why people are arguing against it, now they would have this chance to understand. And for people that are fans of XDefiant, we're literally looking forward to this game that is going to be fun to play, of course, and that is going to be an organic experience. And let's not forget, your average player today is better than what they were back in the day, but the ratio of good to bad players is more or less the same, maybe slightly more favoring, like maybe slightly higher percentage of good players. But there's always going to be bad players, there's always going to be good players, there's always going to be the in-betweens, and then there's going to be your elite players. Like, having a mixed bag of skill in your matchmaking pool is obviously the experience to have, because you're gonna have everything in there, and that's how it's been from Halo 2, you know, back in the day, and that's part of the reason why people loved it. And the thing is, you don't need SBMM in the game, you really don't. And of course, the microtransactions are also something that's overpriced, but that's the biggest reason why SBMM exists, because of microtransactions, stuff like that. If they made those things at a reasonable price, I think, you know, and without SBMM, I think they'd even have more success. But at the same time, they don't want to take a pay cut. So it's like, whatever. But that's a whole other subject. So with that being said, I'm at 11 minutes here. I think I'm going to cut it here, guys. First of all, I want to say thank you. Like, I'm very humbled by what you guys have done for the channel over the last few months. And yeah, I'm also thankful that we're going to be getting XDefiant, hopefully in January of next year, which is next month. And which, again, if it's going to launch, like, let's say in the middle of January, I mean, we're just a little over 4 weeks away. So won't be too much longer until we start talking about this game in depth and experiencing the game, its pros and cons, you know, the good and the bad. And it's a lot to look forward to. And I think a lot of people that watch content are looking forward to that. And of course, the main thing is people are looking forward to playing the game. And of course, as a content creator and as a fan of the game, what's really cool about this is not just the YouTube interest. It's actually the fact that, like, let's say we, the community, make videos talking about something that severely needs to be addressed with the game, right? Whether it's, you know, something that's a broken gun, or maybe it's a feature that's not working quite as well, or, you know, just to give you a few examples, right? Well, we know that we're going to get a response from the creators of XDefiant. So if there's something that's missing, like, for instance, Team Deathmatch, I will continue to make videos talking about how Team Deathmatch needs to be in the game. If it's not at launch, I will make videos talking about the importance of why it needs to be in the game. And I guarantee, especially if other content creators do this as well, I guarantee, because of the developers, the kind of developers we have working on the game, I guarantee you that it's going to be coming. So can you say that with other games out there? Not every single one, no, definitely not, which is a sad fact, but it's true. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here, and I want you guys to tell me down in the comment section, what are your reasons to be hyped for XDefiant, and what are you looking forward to most with the game? Do you agree with what I said in the video? Do you disagree, or or is there something that you want to bring your own point of view on it? Please let it be known down below. So, and as always, thank you all very much for taking the time to watch and or listen, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.